Welcome everyone to this unspecified numbered installment of the KWCC second anniversary. And today we will be looking at a blast from the past with an old piece of writing I did a long time ago for the KWC that never went up because Heisei Ghidorah was retired. That made Alex really happy, and well, let's just get started.
It was the happiest day of my life when it got retired.
Until that one match came out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Oh, that one.
contemplated killing myself when that match got posted because Kaiju X just ruined my hopes and dreams and just smashed them. Like there's
Yes.
nothing. Like he had no remorse. Like he didn't care.
Hold up.
Claims
I
to be a
actually,
nice
I
guy,
happen
but
to,
then he continues to be an asshole.
happen to have a,
Doesn't
I
even-
happen to have a good,
JBJ, your nightmares. You're gonna be able to hear.
I
Your
happen to
nightmares now.
reaction to
Oh,
everything that
God.
we're going to. Guys, I happen to have a good reaction to everything we're going to read. It is
Oh.
truly magical.
Alright, let's get this thing over with.
Yes. Let's.
I hope King Ghidorah dies.
Your hopes might be way
Love
too
using
high.
that clip.
The dialogue. Who wants to read the dialogue?
Yeah, I don't think it matters. Just first come, first serve, I guess.
can.
I think Harley's having a stroke.
I volunteer to I volunteer to tribute.
Okay. Gren Chico or Chuck Wilson?
Welcome to the annual 2011 Hunger Games.
Yes. The 2011
Welcome.
Hunger Games.
Welcome to a KWC Hunger Game. We already killed off Gray Shot.
Yeah.
That was just a battle royale between us.
Yes.
And I'm already to remember.
Yes. In the meantime,
Aside from our Australian compadre who couldn't make it, so he's safe.
all right. Do you want to be Chuck or Gren?
I assume we were just doing the match 200 route.
That's
Can I be Wilson?
Yeah, you can be Wilson. I'll take Glen Chico.
Can we not do the match? Wait, actually, can we do the match 200 route on match 164?
Oh, fair. Oh, on 164.
Yes,
We'll
on 164.
Well, let's stop delaying, and I don't want to do an intro a third time, so let's just get right into it. With a beam of light from a giant saucer-like machine, the mother sent King Ghidorah to the ground. For those of the mother, this was merely a training session for the pseudo-dragon, whatever that means. What they have learned recently was that in order to have the strongest monster in the universe, it must have experience in combat. Of course. What their trouble was, despite the creature's awesome power, it lacked the necessities needed in order to enslave the entire planet of the 21st century. So they will begin. So they will begin at square one. In front of King Ghidorah stood three mutant creatures that humankind deemed as pathetic and, by kaiju standards, weak.
Except for one.
Yeah, clearly. The first one to the golden dragon's left was a mutant cuttlefish of sorts. Its tentacles wavered all around the area. Gezora shrills a chilling cry. The second kaiju that stood in front of him was a giant
Yes,
stone.
these cries right here.
Giant stone crab, leaking what seemed to be bubbles from its maw. Clapping its pinchers together, Ganimes shrieked at King Ghidorah, determined to shred him to pieces with his claws, making Alex very excited.
Yay.
Then the last one to his right was a massive turtle. This
A
creature,
construction worker.
yeah, this creature wasn't. This creature wasn't Gamera, but sure was a turtle. Thank you,
Turtle
Captain
power.
Obvious.
And then Gamera flew in and mistook it for a...
Everyone thinking it was one of his own.
Yeah.
Yes.
The sound effects. Its blue-colored armored skin covered all across its body. Stretching out its neck, Kamoebas snapped at this monstrosity that lay before them, and determined to help his brethren fight against him. Pass.
There's dialogue.
Oh, I thought we
Harley.
were doing the 200 route.
I'm Chuck Wilson.
Yeah, you're Chuck Wilson. Go.
Plus, this is your
Gezora,
paragraph, isn't it?
Ganimes, and Kamoebas.
Chuck Wilson began speaking.
Some of the weakest monsters ever recorded in the G-Force registry. This'll be easy. Maybe a little too easy on that part. Now, how can we make this fight not overly one-sided? I know. Let's depower King Ghidorah. Good idea.
Why not suppress King Ghidorah's gravity bolts?
Grinchico suggested.
It would really help our monster to learn to fight with his other natural abilities, not heavily rely on his signature attack all the time.
Doesn't have any other natural abilities, Grinchico.
And I'm the board technician, waiting for the next order. Yeah.
Wilson looks over at Grinchico and then looks at the screen. He gives this a little more thought.
Very well, then.
Wilson rises from his seat.
Suppress King Ghidorah's gravity bolts until I say he can use them. Let's see how he does without them.
Beautiful.
Charging on his feet, King Ghidorah charges at his three non-menacing foes, who also begin to make...
That's Gezora.
Yes. Who also begin to make their way towards him. Ganimes is being the fastest of the three.
Wait, he was the fastest?
I don't think so.
He's
I'm
a
not
crab.
Yeah,
Crabs are
I always thought Gezora was good at the fastest, just kind of by default here.
I kind of think that too, but I guess past me thought otherwise.
Just. Both the crustacean and the dragon wham into each other.
Wham into each other.
They wham into each other.
Wham!
Kajulux, what does that even mean?
I don't know.
It means to start singing Wham songs.
Yeah,
Yes, of course.
like a comic book. Wham,
Careless whisper.
Yes, listen to Gezora say wham.
wham.
Careless whisper now has to play.
Okay, new headcanon. This match takes place in the same universe as the 60s Batman.
Yes, every attack has a
Wham! Bazinga!
pow.
Pow!
Right the kisser.
Oh,
Right the kisser.
So, wait, what did you guys do, Paul?
But the extreme... Oh, missed one. But Gezora easily overpowered the stone crab's wrath.
Ghidorah.
Ghidorah easily overpowered the stone crab's wrath.
What a mistake this was.
With the extreme pressure of draconic fury, Ganimes was sent hurtling back, speeding past the other two charging alien mutations. Gezora began whipping out his cold tentacles, hoping to strangle the dragon's three heads, hoping, once again, to severing them.
Severing them.
Through the use of cutting off Ghidorah's blood circulation. But Ghidorah stopped right in his tracks. Still charging, Gezora was confused. He looked at his brother
Like sexually?
Yes. He looked at his brother in Kamoebas, and he could tell that he was every bit as perplexed as Gezora was. What was King Ghidorah about to do? He was about to be retired.
Good.
With the flapping of his wings, the golden dragon creates an entire force of winds that felt like the strongest of
Whoa! An entire force?
Yes.
Luckily for the blue turtle, his weight in armor keep him stable on the ground,
Keep him.
but severely reducing his speed rate.
Oh no, a turtle not going very fast. What are the odds?
The cuttlefish wasn't as lucky, as he was instantly blown off of his tentacles. That doesn't sound right. Landing next.
Blown off his tentacles.
Landing next to.
Be careful. Be ready to be blown off your tentacles, kids. That's a new saying.
Yeah.
We're going to hell, aren't we?
You can tell by the hearing Titanosaurus, can't you? He's already inviting us down.
Landing next to his crustacean brother, King
His
Ghidorah
crustacean.
couldn't help but cackle with delight. This was merely too fucking easy.
Easy there, slugger.
He looked down at the turtle creature. The turtle creature.
With a really weird sounding word. It sounds more like squeaking.
Bless him.
Gave me the sneezes crisis.
It was nearing his feet.
For some reason, I thought it said it was napping at his feet.
I feel like this video, when it comes out, might get taken down by how much sound effects I'm using.
Oh gosh. Yeah, that's what I fear about too.
Good choice. Just edit all the wars with me doing the yelp. Yelp!
Oh gosh, finally hit the technology.
I walk a lonely road.
Shh.
Video
copyright
Let's
strike.
do a recording of it. Just replace all the kaiju wars with that yelp.
Okay. I will not do that anyway.
Why not?
Shh. Keep going.
And hoping to take a good bite out of his ankles. Seeing this, Ghidorah was about to kick the turtle as he inched closer. This is exactly what Kamoebas expected out of this cock dragon.
Wait, what?
You mean the dragon with 3 cocks?
Well, you see, Alex, the term three-headed dragon can be interpreted differently if you really think about it.
Pass.
Whose turn is it now? I just forgot the order.
It's your turn.
Harley. Your turn.
Okay,
Yeah, Harl.
so I take 3, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Using his extendable dick, the shelled animal reaches out and chomps in the lower leg. The draconic creature's nerves begin to send messages all over his body. LOL, WTF, what the turtle doing? One of some of King Ghidorah's nerves even sent some troll to him. Like, LOL, everything's fine, fam, don't worry. The bite didn't hurt, but it did annoy him. How a measly puny monster dare strike the soon-to-be intergalactic horror. Oh, hark! A measly morsel, striking by a god? What is it, Shakespeare? Using his other available foot, King Ghidorah kept on striking the creature. Strike. The force of the repetitive kicks didn't really hurt Kamoebas, but neither did the hard exterior of the blue monster hurt Ghidorah either. They just stood there, awkwardly staring at one another, waiting. Hoping to put more concentration into getting the mutation of the amoeba off of him, the golden being ceases his powerful winds. That didn't do much. It would seem like forever as the dragon kept on hitting the turtle with his other foot. Get off! Get off! But then finally Kamoebas let him go. Let him go! Let him go! It was a relief for his other foot being available for battle. The other foot wiped its forehead after swaying nervously for a few minutes. But the release of his grip seemed willing rather than the forced release Ghidorah was hoping for. But it wasn't until the last second that he noticed that Gezora and Ganimes were gone. You have 3 heads, none of them that very attentive.
Yeah.
But it was too late to react. It was too late to react. The Fine Brothers already put a copyright on it. As Ganimes leapt onto the back of the Pseudo King of Terror and began to immediately snip at his golden scales. King Ghidorah does not want that haircut. Ganimes is like, hold still, I'm gonna cut your hair. He's like, no!
So that's why he doesn't have hair in the Heisei era.
Actually,
Nope.
fun fact.
What do you think happened? Ganimes gave him a haircut, cut him off.
Actually, fun fact.
The assault from Ganimes annoyed him every bit as much as the leech Ghidorah would call Kamoebas. Wait, what?
So Kamoebas isn't a leech.
So Kamoebas is a giant leech now? I thought he was a giant turtle.
Well, he's both.
No, he's a turtle creature. Don't you understand?
Unfortunately for Ganimes'
he's a
part, it didn't
gamer.
last all. Unfortunately for Ganimes' part, it didn't last all too long before King Ghidorah regained his equilibrium and began flailing all over the place like Kermit the Frog. Before Ganimes was once again sailing through the air. Ganimes got paid for his bit part and then left the studio. With his attention on Ganimes and Kamoebas, who ran behind the dragon in hopes of biting his twin tails, the dragon from the future cackled at his foes, mostly because how stupid they were that he ran behind them and he could see them. The tentacles of Gezora did their best to strangle the three-headed monster, though strangling him proved futile. But the numbing of King Ghidorah's neck proved rather successful. Don't know how, but okay. It really didn't take all too long before the Gold Kaiju to realize he was slowly but surely losing connection with his necks. He was getting really awful Wi-Fi bars. If this were to keep up for the next several minutes, he would be nothing but a dragon with 3 stubs for a head, because Gezora's gonna somehow decapitate him.
I want to see
But
that
luckily,
in a real match now.
luckily for him, he had his resources on managing to get past off him. He micromanaged, but he also bought that pack from the mobile game. Doing what he could, Ghidorah took the skies above. Gezora began to slowly begin to lose his grip on the dragon as the slimy flesh proved to be his worst downfall. Even though I don't think Gezora's all that slimy.
I don't think he was. Can't remember. Been too long.
Seconds later, King Ghidorah began to feel his neck revive with livesome warmth. He used a phoenix down, obviously. As the squid-like cuttlefish pummeled to the earth below. Order! Gezora collided with the dirt and soil below, sending masses of rocks and other earthly materials sky high. The cuttlefish looked up at the sky, dazed and confused, just like we are. Gezora just couldn't notice anything anymore, not even the massive shadow that came down on its 2 feet. It was Gamera. King Ghidorah slammed into Gezora, sending flesh, blood, and brain matter and ink all over the area. The stomp killed him instantly. It
No
was
shit.
this doing of sadism that gave Ghidorah the devotion to kill. This
Top
was
10
it, huh?
anime
This
text.
was it. This was the turning moment in Gezora's life, huh?
Killing
This was the-
Gezora.
This was the moment where King Ghidorah realized, oh yeah, he wants to kill everyone.
Okay.
This was the saddest anime death of all time.
Top
What's
10
this?
anime crossovers.
Top 10 anime
know,
deaths.
You got
You know,
Ganimes,
this wasn't. You know, some people say this
Kamoebas,
is the saddest anime betrayal.
Gezora.
The saddest anime betrayal is still Matilda not putting me in this fanfic. That's the saddest betrayal.
Ganimes and Kamoebas came at the dragon from both sides, attempting to squish him like meat between 2 slices of bread. King Ghidorah, man, Ghidorah, you were almost like Ghidorah sandwich. Seriously, mint? I've never had a mint sandwich. Have you guys?
No, I don't
what?
think so.
A mint sandwich. Look closely. It's not meat. It's mint.
What does it say this? I lost track.
What the heck?
It's it's like-
I'll just
it's like
search for it.
Yeah, just type
I'll
in
just look up
men.
sandwich.
Yeah, see? Have you ever had this type of sandwich before? I haven't.
Well, since KWC wrote this, is it good?
Yeah, is it?
It's been too long. It's been way too long.
But their powers are proven futile as the site had swatted them away from his might. Test your might. Falling on his back, Kamoebas was rendered completely useless for the moment as he attempts to get back on his 4 feet. What a fool! He's on his back!
Help, I'm a turtle and I can't get up.
Just gotta make that joke.
Ew, I'm a turtle. I can't
Hey,
get up.
it's custodian.
Custodian.
Ganimes, on the other hand, was able to get right back to his feet because he's a crab, though he fell over. This made the... Oh, tactical nuke inbound! The crustacean snipped his claws again, threatening to cut more of King Ghidorah's hair off. And this time lunged towards him, but seeing this coming, because seriously, you did that right in front of him, Gezora took to the air, evading the attack. The draconic beam with 3 heads, because we need to clarify, he doesn't have 2 or 1 head. That's important.
Yeah.
I thought he had
Then
8.
sped his speed.
Wait, what?
What?
Sped his speed to the.
That sped his speed down to the ground, but Ganimes also evaded the same attack that slaughtered Gezora. With a swift reaction, the decisive claws went for another shot at the middle head. Pass.
My turn now, right?
Yeah.
I read 3.
All right, so it's my turn now.
Yeah, it's your turn.
Am I still? Okay, good. I'm not muted anymore. Okay,
Kill me.
so King Ghidorah, being able to now read these primitive monsters like books, saw it coming.
He didn't find his books were they were more like children's books to him, really.
Yes, you can hear him screaming at him before to give him back his books. Side serpentine head. It constricts itself around the pincers. With minimal effort, a twist from the neck brings a disturbing sound from the breaking of the shell and tearing of muscles. The mutant creature shrieked in horror as it could merely stare at the stubs it has. It can no longer cut King Ghidorah's hair anymore. It then looked dead in the 6 evil eyes that pierced his soul. And to imagine he was just looking at a mere pale imitation of what he, King of Terror, truly is. With a last desperate measure to do damage to the dragon, Ganimes spit out something seawater at the middle head and tried to cut his hair again with his stubs. All it did was wash off any soil that was left on his face. Hey, he just washed off King Ghidorah's face for him.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
And it made him slightly happy. Turning his entire body 180 degrees, the spiked tails of the dragon struck the crustacean and caved inside of the crab, sending him flying once again. But this time when he crashed just so happened to be next to Gezora, he died. That was fast.
Yes.
Oh, that was pretty fast.
The tail
So in death they embraced.
Yeah.
A roar for Ganimes. Hold on. Okay.
Yeah, another sad anime death.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why do all my favorite characters have to die?
Don't worry, this next part is gonna fit perfectly with what you guys are saying. This tail strike completely crippled whatever physical, as well as will, strength he had left. Giving up, Ganimes collapsed to the ground, looked at his squashed brother.
Okay, Rodan.
Okay. Kamoebas got to his feet and groaned at himself. He couldn't get to his feet to help his only remaining brother as they ate each other. And now he knew that he would
Wait,
fight off.
Dakota, are you saying, did you say ate each other or were eating each other out?
Either. He knew that he wouldn't be able to take this freak of nature by himself. I mean, it's King Ghidorah. He kind of has. He's kind of way bigger than him, and yeah, not a Gamera, so he can't. Yeah, turning his back, Kamoebas did his best to find a nice resting place. But little did he realize that by the moment he started to turn, King Ghidorah was already behind him, ready to do something that Gamera always does to all those other monsters. No more than five.
Oh my.
In no more than five, with no more than 5 steps, King Ghidorah landed right in front of him. The dragon could just stare into the eyes of the monster that now stands in front of him, grinning with sadistic delight as Kamoebas carefully stepped back with cautions.
Can you tell I read
Cautions.
Tom matches back in the day? Sadistic delight.
But cautions? Why cautions?
No, Kaiju. Sadistic is a good word. Tom is trying to use it.
Oh,
Thinks
totally,
he's cool
totally.
using it.
Oh yeah, totally.
Other than that, it's a good word
Oh
to
yeah,
use.
yeah. Sadistic is a good word. I'm just saying, I got it from Tom.
Oh. I learned it from watching.
Shame on you, shame on your family, shame on your cow.
All right, let's keep reading.
Inside the mother, one of the crew members of the massive time machine detects an unidentified flying object, heading right for the area, and it was clearly flying.
Clearly.
If you didn't know,
Was it flying?
Sir, the crewmate interrupts, Wilson's anger and Chico savoring of the victory of their legendary fake dragon, even though it's not really the legendary Ghidorah.
Yeah.
We seem to have a massive, unidentified flying object heading for the area. Well, what is it? Wait, I'm reading. Wait, that's your line. Who's Wilson?
Well, what is it?
Wilson questions as Grinchico acts as the spectator for King Ghidorah.
It is recorded to be about 62 meters in height and humanoid in shape.
He said. Wilson snapped his fingers as he knew that Ghidorah was just about to wrap up his match against the pest before Grey Shot came to annoy them.
Yeah. Why be so concerned, Wilson?
Grinchico asks.
Our monster will crush whoever decides to stand in our way. So let's end this fight now.
Grinchico looks at Wilson, giving him the gesture on what to do as they saw Zone Grey Shot flying through the air far away.
Very well. Enable King Ghidorah's gravity pulse and finish the job. Yeah.
Pass.
King Ghidorah's eyes began to flash red as his primary weapon is now no longer restricted. Immediately, the gold beast spat out rays of yellow bolts. Each blast that struck Kamoebas merely created massive sparks of light as they struck the shell. The cold turtle stuck all of his limbs and head into a shell for safety, for he knew that his shell could last against these bolts, but not very long, unfortunately. Within minutes, the constant bombardment of yellow energy beam shattered the only defense Kamoebas had. As he screamed in agony, in seconds, Kamoebas, the azure turtle of the amoeba, was dead. Kicking his fried corpse, it landed near his other brothers. The dragon approached their rotting bodies and gave them a proper burial in a bath of energy, unleashing his gravity bolts on the dead monsters. Ghidorah soon destroyed their body in fire. But then another being landed near the area. King Ghidorah turned his attention.
Is he gonna eat them now?
Listen, until someone's getting, and listen, I came over. Someone was going to get eaten. Damn it!
Wait,
Saying eating or eating out. Eating them out.
Wait, I just realized something. This is the preview to the Godzilla vs. King Kong movie, with King Ghidorah already stealing King Kong's snack.
Totally.
Brad Gezora.
King Ghidorah turned his attention to the new opponent that stood in his path. The blue-colored alien warrior prepared himself by striking his intimidation pose. Ooh la la! I'm gonna do the hula dance. A riddly toot toot.
And by intimidation pose, he means holding up 164.
King Ghidorah tackles a course at this being. Fighter. I should have guessed.
Man, I didn't know King Ghidorah could harmonize so well.
Yeah.
Wilson mutters under his breath. Gretchenko then takes control of the order on how things will. What?
Now,
takes control of the order on how things will turn.
now
think that's
kill
cheating.
Zone Fighter King Ghidorah.
I
His own
love
race
how
match.
I love how Wilson's like, oh, I should have guessed he'd be here,
Yeah.
even though he had
Why
literally
is
no
Zone
reason
Fighter
to
here?
assume Zone Fighter would show up.
Wait,
Yeah.
does this mean
Winner Heisei
Charians
Ghidorah.
are part of the First Order?
Oh, you want to know what's
Winner,
rich? Hang
winner,
on.
none of loser, winner, none of us.
Yeah, none of us.
I think we
Winner,
just
Steve.
Oh,
got
hang on,
right.
hang on. I got something rich. I'm gonna read what I said in the description. Well, this was a match I wanted to submit to KWC, but sadly the Heisei version of King Ghidorah is retired.
Oh,
Go
thank
figure.
Christ.
Go figure. The one version I want to write about a certain character, he's freaking retired. Sad face. King Ghidorah, Gezora, Ganimes, KWC, Zone Fighter, copyrighted, Toho Company Limited. Kaiju War Chronicles, copyrighted, Thomas
It's
Singleton,
copyrighted?
and Christian
You
Salivert.
All right, you
What?
leave. Someone else start the record. Someone else get the recording equipment to do this. You banned.
Wait, is it copyrighted?
Is it copyrighted? Does Tom and Christian
Don't tell
legitimately
them.
KWC?
Is it really copyrighted?
No.
Is it really?
Not?
You better be. It better not be, because I'm not going to pay any royalties to Tom.
I can't believe I put that there.
I'll pay for Tom's funeral.
Oh, copyrighted. Oh, good glory. Oh,
KWC, what kind of drugs were you on?
that's what I want to know, all right?
He was busy trying to splice his cells with Godzilla
KWC.
cells.
Yes,
KWC,
that's
KWC. Who touched you as a kid?
Hold up. I found a comment that you said LOL to.
what?
Hey, I remember this in TK, but I know how Amoeba Trio could win. But it was too late to react, as Ganimes leapt out into the back of the pseudo-kid of terror and immediately began to snip at both his golden hands, which fell to the ground, while Gezora lifted Kamoebas up and the turtle put out the third head and lived happily ever after. See? Your
Yeah.
response. LOL!
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I think I remember that suggestion. I remember that. Oh, good times, good times.
Gezora.
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 And here's the part where KWC is gonna ask
No,
our
not
thoughts.
Gezora, just Gezora.
Guys,
Oh.
here's the part where KWC is gonna ask us our thoughts.
Of
So we
course.
gotta be nice, otherwise he's gonna say we all hate him and
Yeah. All right,
No, he's just gonna force us to read the next thing by ourselves.
of course. Joe, what'd you think of the match?
This was a fantastic match.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
You liar!
Incredible. It's not very good.
yeah, there we go. That's the real criticism.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, don't
There
worry.
we
I
go.
am completely aware that match was garbage, but you know what? It was a lot more
Yeah.
fun than I was expecting.
That's mostly because of all the typos.
Oh, most certainly. Typos and us riffing on it.
Like
oh,
a
yeah,
mint
totally.
sandwich.
Totally.
Yeah,
A mint
mint
sandwich.
A mint
And
sandwich.
he, King Ghidorah.
King Ghidorah sped the speed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sped the speed down.
How did you not catch that? I'm honestly curious.
I do not notice these things. So.
Who died and made you editor, KWC?
Zone Fighter. I should have guessed.
Yes. I should have guessed.
Kanchiko then takes control of the order and how things will turn. So basically, Kanchiko takes control of the fic.
Yeah. Basically,
Take
did you realize
control over the story.
Yes.
Yes, of course.
Yeah, don't you
He
realize?
needs to get rid of Greyshot.
Yeah.
Where do you think Greyshot is right now? He's trying to get rid of this match.
So wait. Are you saying Match 164 was made to counter this?
Yes.
guys. This is actually better than 164.
Aw.
There's a coherent story to this.
Aw.
And it didn't make me want to kill myself.
Well, it's not that long for one, so.
It made
Yeah.
me wanna put myself in a coma though.
At least we found some what's called allies for the First Order who don't like Zone Fighter as much as the First Order does.
Yes, the Futurians would be
Yes.
good allies.
Yes, they would.
The Futurians and the Garogas.
Of whatever it is.
Uh,
We got
Uh,
Futurians, Garogas, maybe Nebulans if they aren't banned.
Nagoto, what'd you think
Well,
of the match?
Well, Dakota, Prime Minister Shin hates the the cockroaches. He called them the dirty illegal
okay.
cockroaches.
What about the 8 people?
No opinion yet. We suspect that they're not going to play a part because their whole planet's been swallowed up.
Alright. Nagoto, what'd you
I
think of
wanna-
the match?
I want to point something out. I love how you specify what their usernames on TKR for the copyright,
Oh, yeah,
just in
yeah,
case.
yeah.
The copyright was fun. This was a fun match with how we messed around with it.
Mhm.
And it needs a banner.
Oh, hang on a second. It
You
does.
got a banner for it, don't you?
He just happens to have one now that you mention it.
I
yeah.
made one at the same time. This is what it was.
Oh my god!
Wait, I can't see it. Hold up.
This, it's quite the banner.
Oh,
It looks good, KWC. Keep up the hard work. Don't have a mental breakdown.
yes. Of course.
Kamoebas and Ganimes look good in the banner.
Yes.
King Ghidorah and Gezora look...
There's
Don't you think so?
Gezora in the back. I mean, they're all there.
Look at how evil his eyes are. They glow with the red.
King Ghidorah looks like he's running. That's kind of good, I think.
If he's running, he could be tripping.
At least all 3 of the heads look like they're kind of looking at him.
That was the idea.
Oh, what?
I think it's more
Oh,
of them
what?
screaming out that they're falling over right now.
Well, I have a question. Why do all the heads have the flowing white stuff on?
Yeah.
Because I was not good with Photoshop back in the day.
True.
So you put that on there yourself?
I made this. So I was a noob at Photoshop. What could I say?
I see.
But Nagoto, what'd you think of the match?
It was nice how you made it so that King Ghidorah doesn't actually use gravity bolt until Zone Grey Shot decides to interrupt it.
Foreshadowing, man. Foreshadowing. Oh gosh.
Yes, and how King Ghidorah killed his barber.
Yeah. He killed his barber.
Too much hair.
Uh,
He
Did
cut off too
everyone
much
else
hair.
give their thoughts to this?
yeah, I was about to ask. Harley hasn't won.
It was an experience.
Like sexually?
We certainly
Harley.
read it.
Partly.
Yeah.
Like sexually?
No,
It was an
no,
out
it's
of
actually-
body experience.
sexually implies we actually enjoyed it, Alex.
Hey, Harley. Some people don't enjoy sex. They just do it to get it over with. Like we do with some matches.
Well, thank God this wasn't in the KWC. I'm sorry, but yikes.
Oh, don't worry. Do not worry. I'm glad it didn't make it either.
I am so relieved it's a wannabe match. That's what this feels like. It feels like a wannabe, just in general.
Well, at least it didn't lie to us on
Yeah.
that aspect.
At least. At
Yeah.
least.
I
It was
feel like
pretty much exactly
even though
as
it
you
didn't,
figured.
even though it didn't lie to us, I feel like it should have lied to us.
Are you sure?
I'd feel a little better about myself if it lied to us, you know?
To each their own. Alex, what'd you think of it?
Sped the speed.
This match was, I don't know. On the positive, like I said, at least it didn't lie to me. But that doesn't make anything better. It was
Right now
one-sided
it
as
is-
hell, and it got boring, and you could tell who was going to win. I get the author was trying to make it one-sided, but don't make it that one-sided. Make some tension in there. Make the Amoebas give them a fighting chance.
Oh yeah,
Ghidorah
totally.
just vaporized them,
Oh yeah, totally.
literally.
I agree.
And then we got a match that's coming up that will never be made because the author's too lazy. Apparently, it's some sort of big shot in the actual KWC community.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. And this
So-
match is worth
so
2 gosh darn it, 2 badass Gezoras,
I give
3
this match a
little
1
King
out
Little
of
Caesar
5.
pizzas,
Yeah.
2 Minyas, 2 Mary Sue Gamoras, 2 what's it called? 2 DVDs of 50 Shades of Grey Shot, and 2 Gaz.
So kids, only read this if you're being forced to by the author. 'Cause He's
Yep.
the only one who will make you read this stuff.
Yep.
Or if being bribed by pizza.
Nah, I wouldn't even take the pizza.
But
Chances
it's
are it's
King
gonna
Little
be
Caesar pizza.
chances are it's gonna be pineapple. There are people who like that crap.
Mm-hmm.
So remind you that
Unfortunately.
should also remind you that anyone who puts pineapple on their pizza should be deported.
I agree 100%.
Wait, my mom puts
There goes
pineapple on her pizza.
Oh,
Goodbye to your
see?
mom!
You're the man of the house now.
You'll see, you could go visit in the Great White North. Not here, though.
Yeah. And that was, oh, good glory. And that was a KWC wannabe match. And we'll see you guys next time for the technically final video of this anniversary thing. Oh, boy.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
It's going to be a doozy, ladies and gents. That's all I have to say.
I don't want to be doozied. I want to go home. I want
I-
to sleep.